What is going on, guys? It's Jordan here again with another 2 Minute Tuesday video, and today we're just going to quickly explain how I made this picture right here. Now, I actually made this a few months ago, I think back in April, and it was all part of a campaign for a role I was applying for in university. And looking back, a lot of people asked me how I did it. They wanted me to help them do it themselves, and I think I never actually came around to helping them do it. But now, why not? I thought I'd go back and explain just very quickly how I did this picture right here. Now, in 2 minutes, I basically did this in 5 minutes myself when I did it back then. I didn't do it too professionally, as you can see here from the masking issues here. You can see the color contrast in the walls, and also here around the TV there's some issues where I didn't rub out properly. But nonetheless, it's a cool picture, and if you do put your time towards it, you can get a really cool, very creative, very imaginative picture. So if I minimize this now quickly, the first thing you want to do, so this is the picture that came out in the end. But the first thing you want to do is select the 3 pictures you're going to use, which ended up being these 3, and you want to drag and drop them into Photoshop. So I use Photoshop with all my editing. There are obviously a lot of other free software out there you can use, but if you're a student you get a lot of money off actually. I think I'm paying $16.24 a month for the whole Creative Cloud. That includes Photoshop, Premiere, and just everything else, so that was cool. But nonetheless, going into the video again, let me start my 2 minutes from here. First of all, like I said, I've added the 3 pictures in. You can see here in these 3 different tabs the 3 pictures. Now what I did myself is, because the background here is orange, I'm going to make this the background picture. This is going to be the bottom picture, and then I'm going to add these 2 on top of this, so I don't have to rub out the whole orange background. It makes it a lot easier later on. So the first thing you want to do is go to this one, press Ctrl A to select it all, Ctrl C to copy, go over here, press Ctrl V. Now you can see in this section here I've copied one layer on top of the other one. If I go to opacity and I've dragged 50%, you can see where they are in relation to each other, nice and easy. And the reason why, like I said before, I made this the background picture is because it's orange, and that means if I go into eraser and I rub out very quickly here, very sloppily, I rub out within the bounds of my body. I'm going to run through this quick, and then I'm going to increase the brush size so you're not going to be sitting here for ages. You can see that once I'm done, you'll see the other Jordan here completely in frame and thankfully not orange. Now the reason why I'm orange in this picture is because I wasn't too careful when it came to lighting. Back then I wasn't really serious about photography. I just took the picture and went with it, and obviously, like I said, you can tell it wasn't completely in focus. It wasn't the same lighting, and that's the reason why it came out orange. But now, because I did it this way instead of doing it the other way, once I'm done, you'll see that the effects of the light haven't paid too much damage. Obviously, as far as the picture goes, it's not going to be as good quality because it's not in focus and it's not as well lit. But nonetheless, if I drag the opacity now up to 100%, sorry, you can see Jordan 2 is now here and perfectly in frame. If I zoom in a bit, you can see, as I said before, just around me where it's a bit orange, but I'll explain how to get rid of that in a few moments. So the next thing I want to do is add the final Jordan to the shot, and the reason why I didn't do that straight away is because now this is the main shot and I'm already both here. So if I go across Ctrl A, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, whoa, not Ctrl V yet, go here and press Ctrl V. If I, just for the sake of showing you guys something, if I make the brush massive and I rub out here, you can see straight away the other 2 Jordans are there instead of me having to do it bit by bit. Now the second issue, I'm not going to explain to fix it now, as I said before, but the second issue is that I moved the camera between shots, which doesn't sound like it's a big issue, but it is. When I zoom in here, you can see the wall is in 2 different places, which isn't what you want from a high quality picture. And if I drag the opacity down now to 50%, you can see if I zoom in here on the poster, 2 different places. The TV was in different places before. I've got 2 chains here, which isn't right, and this door is just messed up. So to fix that, I'm going to rub out all of one picture that, you know, conflicts with the other one, just to make sure it's consistent with itself. So the door here, the guitar, making sure everything is just from one picture so it's consistent with itself. Here, let me fix that door, and for the most part, that's basically how I did it. As far as details go, what I did the original time is I went through and I rubbed out as close to this poster here as possible, because the poster is a different color to the wall anyway, so no one's going to notice too much. As you can see, just looking at this one region in particular, you can't see too much where the issues are, other than obviously the rubbing out problems. But the best way to do it, if you're doing it for a paid client or professional, you want to use the masking tool or the pen tool and just go around it super meticulously. You also wouldn't be using the brush at size 401, you'd be using it around 100 or 88 I'm using right now, just to get around it more, more closer to the actual edges. And if you do that for ages, you can see how if you spend proper time on this, you can make it come out very, very good. I've done this now in about 2 minutes or 5.5 minutes. If I spent 10 minutes, I can double how good this is, and it can come out a lot nicer. This obviously isn't as good as the original. This is perfect, what can I say? But for 2 minutes, this is not bad at all, right? 2 quick hacks that I've learned after taking this picture is if you use the smudge tool here, or more appropriately in some cases the burn tool or the dodge tool. Burn just makes it a bit darker and dodge makes it a bit brighter. So if I use burn and I go to this corner here, I can just darken it to make it more, as you can see straight away compared to how it was if I press Ctrl Z, it was so much lighter here. Whereas if I quickly redo that, there should be a shortcut, right? Yeah, Ctrl Shift Z. So I'll do that. If I do that, you can already see what a big difference it made. But obviously, like I said, if you want to put your time into it, you can go through that. It's not very hard to do. You can do it pretty quickly. Instead of using the burn tool, you can use the smudge tool or the blur tool, or just mask it away. As I said, normally pen tool is better. But nonetheless, that's me. That's 2 minutes, and that is how you make banging pictures without help. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. If not, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below saying what you like the most about it. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks for doing this yourself. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to see what I'm doing, what I'm eating, what I'm watching in the cinema, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe for more of these cool videos. And yeah, that's basically it for me today. Peace out.